All right. Mic's on. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. We're good. All right. Let me screw it in here a little bit. I gotta make sure I'm in the right little marker. Here we go. Testing. All right. Welcome back, nerd fan, to another episode of You Heard It From Us Live. I am your host once again, Eguile, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and professional zomboid survivor.
Hey everyone, it's
You skipped me.
Yeah, I did.
And as always, I'm joined by the one and only DnDWife, who's in a hurry to get to her introduction.
Hi everyone. It's okay. Sorry, you paused. And that
I know.
freaked me out.
It was dramatic.
But it's so great to see you guys back for another Tuesday night of chaos and nerdiness. We've got a packed show tonight. Our Project Zomboid server, Nerds of the Dead, has officially been live for 1 week, and it's been wild.
Right? I mean, that's right. We've had over 20 different players join, which is crazy to begin with. Countless close calls and more zombies than we can count. Tonight we're talking about the new mods we've added, some of the sandbox changes that we're adjusting, and our first community event, and also, as always, what's coming next.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. So grab your snacks, hop in a chat, and let us know what you think. What's working, what's scary, and what might just eat us all alive. Let's get into it.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and do this, test it out, because I always love that we're finally getting the exclamation point stuff done. So right there, that is the server. Join the Discord if you're wishing, if you haven't already. But yes, we are a couple of nerds. We are just your friendly neighborhood gaming couple, and we love Project Zomboid. And so if you've been following us, you know we come from the Harvest PvE server, but we just didn't like it.
We just weren't feeling
right,
it this
Bubs?
season, right?
Exactly. See, even our cat didn't like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you knew it wasn't good. But yeah, so we definitely decided to do something on our own, and we thought it would be just me and D&D, and it's blown up, and we've been having a great time.
Really, I think at most we thought a handful of our friends would join us, and then we'd have some fun every now and then. But the amount of people that have joined and have consistently been playing for the last week has been really awesome to see.
Right, I couldn't even believe that. So, if you're a returning viewer, awesome. If you're from the Harvest server, I hope you're not having, any fun, haha. But if you're also looking and interested in joining in Project Zomboid, come stick around. We got a lot to talk about our server, give you a little bit of taste of it. So what we're talking about tonight on tonight's episode, so on You Heard It From Us, what we usually do is we talk about all things Project Zomboid. With our server, sometimes about other servers, if you happen to be in other servers, whether it's, Undead Relent is another popular one that a lot of our people watch. Definitely check it out, but we really are here to talk about our server. And so what we're going to be talking tonight is we're going to be talking Kiwi. Kiwi, I hope you saw my post. I will set up your safe house. You don't have to be there, but we will get you set up. I'm working on the mod currently. We'll be talking about here in a little bit, so I'll go a little bit more into that in a minute. So tonight what we're talking about is we're going to be talking about the server update, kind of the changes that we have going on, which includes some new mods we've added that I know D&D is excited to get started. I've only been able to tell her about it. She hasn't had a chance to play, so after this episode, she's going to be jumping on to try them out, and I know she's excited.
It's going to be awesome.
We're also going to be talking about some of the sandbox tweaks, because obviously, it's a new server. We're still learning, and we want to hear from you guys on how you feel about those things. I think we're going to talk a little bit about our community event that happened on last Thursday, and then we're going to look into the future. And if you haven't already seen on the server, we have posted the essentially the guide, our plan for the server, and we're going to go over a little bit of that this tonight. But obviously, if you are in the server, you play the server, let us know, how was your first week on the server? That's going to be our starting question for tonight's episode. All right, well, what'd you think? I mean, obviously, I've been doing a little bit of the admin stuff on the side. You're kind of the only, out of the two of us, the one that's kind of the real player right now.
Frankly, it's been really refreshing. I was obviously the first one in because we made the server.
Perks.
but it was so much fun. And I think some of the new mods that we've kind of initiated have really helped out to making the game a little more enjoyable for us. Kiwi says, I don't really know where I want to settle down permanently, but I do need somewhere to live while I'm so far away from Ravens Creek. Yeah.
So we're having a lot of fun.
Needs some help there.
We're having a lot of fun here, yo.
Having a great time fighting for.
I mean, that's the point, right?
But that's the point of Zomboid. That's what we're all fighting for. But it's been so interesting to have, I think, a story to work on for the server. I had a great time during the
Asylum.
we're
gonna get to that
was
one.
Awesome. We'll be talking about that. I think it's just been really interesting. We actually have a goal, in order to even get out of Ravens Creek and have access. Like we can access the rest of the map, but it's really difficult. This is why Kiwi's having a little bit of an issue. But if we want to unlock like fast travel and bus stops across the map, we have to get these buses up and running and out of here. So that's the biggest priority, and that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, no, not real life. We didn't actually go to an asylum, though. That'd be kind of cool.
That would have been awesome.
But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy because, when we first started, we kind of only thought that, we'd have a couple players, maybe some of the agents from the Harvest server would maybe, trickle in every now and then.
Or pop in every
But I gotta say, there's at least consistently 3 to 4 players on the server almost all day regularly, besides late at night, which is kind of obvious. But it's kind of crazy. We've had over 21 people kind of sign up and enter into the server so far, which is crazy.
Holy cow, we were not expecting
and it's been awesome because it's kind of been a mix of everything. It's been a mix of streamer friends. It's been a mix of the agency friends. It's also been a lot of new friends. Like a lot of people have joined. Shout out to Clem, who has also given us some mod suggestions that we put onto the server. And that's a new person who we met through, I think, Lifesavers, one of his advertisements on TikTok. So
shout out to Lifesaver, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Awesome
it's so awesome though, how much everything has grown overall. But I mean, do you have any kind of memorable moments from the beginning of the season?
I don't know about memorable, but one of the things that I love about this server is the fact that we have the day-night cycle actually means something. So one of my favorite parts of the days generally in our Project Zomboid server is that when nighttime hits, I believe it's 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. There is, and this is going to increase. So, right now it is just at 50% sprinters at night. So that means half of all of the zombies out there turn into sprinters when that hour hits.
Yeah.
We call it the witching hour between me and Eguile. It's gonna get worse. Yes, Kiwi. Well, it's gonna be 100.
If you fail some events, it can get worse, but it will be dictated based on the success or failure of some events. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really nice because we said we preferenced the server with being kind of a light RP server because it's kind of hard to begin with, and we kind of knew rolling into the beginning that we weren't going to really be able to have everyone just be jumping right into the RP aspect. So you're fine. The story elements are really these kind of little events and stuff, and those are all kind of generating the story for the world. So if you were in the Asylum event, there were some sheets of paper ignored by many. But gathered by few, and
gathered two.
Yeah, and so I think you're looking for the doctor one, right?
I need the doctor one.
Somebody has the
only one I needed.
Somebody has the doctor note. We'll have to find out who has it.
But if any of you who were part of the event are out there in the chat right now,
Kiwi
you have
has
two.
Them.
Do you have the doctor one, Kiwi? Because I have carpenter and engineer.
He's like.
We'll wait. We'll pause the whole show.
All right. We'll have to definitely take a look and see. You might have to go find Kiwi and Muldra then.
Oh, man.
You do doctor's degrees. Yeah. I believe it. Oh,
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Don't die in Muldra. Don't die in Muldra.
Be careful out there.
All right. Right, so we're having a blast, and it seems like the community is really, because this is a really eclectic group, and the thing I'm noticing too is not everyone's using voice chat, not everyone's really chatting, but everyone's still interacting. I mean, there's times where people are kind of driving by and you kind of say hi, or just by seeing people kind of, whether it's just fuck me while they die, or whatnot. Damn. But it's just fun. Overall, and I think I've had a lot of great moments. I think one of my favorite moments in the first week was just the first kind of mini event of releasing the first checkpoint.
Oh yeah,
right. We talked about it last week, because it was part of what we had started with, but it was just so much fun for the starting of the week, as it was the first kind of instance of, okay, cool, now we can kind of see that there are people to play, we are going to have entertainment, as we're also going to have involvement into these events, and that's really I think the first step into creating a server, right?
That was so much fun. There were like 7 of us rushing the checkpoint, getting through. I think we sledged one of the walls or something with permission, because it's forbidden.
Yeah.
Unless we have permission.
Oh yeah, and it's just cool because, you know, it is really feeling like a community, you know, because it is so small. And I think, and we talked about this a lot, starting in Raven Creek, I know most of you guys got mad, you know, being locked into a singular spawn, but it really forced everyone to work together on the beginning and kind of understand who has what skill level and understand, you know, who's playing. Whereas I think if we spawned all over the map, it wouldn't have as much of the sense of community that we have today.
Yeah, and now we know so many people that we have like friendships with, that eventually when we are scattered across the map and can go there, we have all of these places to visit.
Yeah, and so I've been having a blast. I'm only more excited to see how much longer it goes, because honestly, we still quite haven't hit the apex moment yet, where like kind of the loot has really leveled it out. You know, where there's still kind of big bursts of loot in various places because the loot cycle hasn't completely happened yet. You know, there's still cars out and about, but this is going to be, you know, 6 months to a year long server, right? So it's going to, you know, right now it's like, oh, there's so much, or oh, there's not enough. But eventually we will get to that great point where it will start feeling like an apocalyptic scenario where there aren't going to be cars. It's going to be trading for goods. It's going to be,
things are going to become scarce,
really struggling. And, you know, it's really the exciting part of the game. And I think that's where a lot comes into play with how we're changing the game. So if you are interested in modded Zomboid, we got you some mods. I gotta create a list. I gotta set up a list of what all the mods are, but unfortunately Twitch has this weird freaking like authorization system to share your mods list. It's annoying. Yeah, it's stupid. You have to be like a creator, and I'm not a creator on fucking, you know, Steam. So it's annoying. But we'll figure it out eventually, but we'll have a master list. But the biggest ones I want to update on is we've added 2 new major mods this week. The first one being more brews. So if any of you guys are out there wanting to brew your own wines and alcohols and ciders, we can do that now. So when we run out of basically finding beer in the world, we'll be able to make our own beer. So definitely check that out. If you have to, you might have to respawn and respec, because there are some talents that come with it. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to do that when I log in after the show to respec some of the talents and stuff like that. So the other mod that we've moved in, and I know D&D, is the hobbies mod. Now, this one's a little crazy, guys. This one changes a lot. First off, you got to use the bathroom.
We got to pee and poop.
And shower and all that. It does allow you to play music. For streamers out there, it's all kind of Simlish music, so it's not copyright. It's not going to get you in any trouble.
Really fun.
So, yes, it makes you pee, and if you don't take care of it, you will pee yourself.
And embarrass yourself.
But there are things like yoga and parties and dancing and band. You can create a band. You can learn instruments. You can learn to dance. And all these things to add a little bit more fun to the world. And it gives a little bit more RP. You also can set up for what they call aspirations, and they will give you different special bonuses. Some of them unlock traits. Like there's one on there, I think if you take like 100,000 steps, it'll give you outdoorsman.
Ooh. Damn.
Makes sense, right? And so we are going to start with this right now. And what we're actually going to tie this into is that there is a different mod for the overall traits. There's a dynamic evolving traits mod. Now, the traits mod we have right now, I like them, but I feel like some of them are duplicates and some of them are just kind of a little maybe too broken. So I'm going to be posting that mod into the forum, and we're going to take a look at that. And then for a week, we might run with those mods in place, which obviously means people are going to hurt each other. But I think this might work better with the hobbies mod, as it's going to kind of work more and coincide and kind of limit how much everybody is like just straight up immune and all that other stuff. So we're gonna see, but that's the point of our server, is a community server. So if it's what you guys want, so if it's something you guys are like, nah, we'll stick with what we got, we're gonna do that, because we really want everyone to feel like they can have a little bit of a say in the server.
Yeah, I think it's important. I'm just so excited about the hobbies.
I know you're I know you're itching, and we gotta find some items, man. The other thing too is we're tweaking a little bit of the kind of rules within the server itself. We have allowed for sledgehammering now into the world itself, barring obviously do not grief, do not destroy everything you can find. There are logs, so I will know if people do such things, and you will be promptly, unfortunately, kicked or banned from the server. But there are a few places where, because of the way the game is designed, it is kind of designed a lot of times around these sledgehammers. But if you happen to find areas that you are unable to access due to like a safe house, that probably means that is an event building. And that just means that it's being set up for an event. That way, you're not going into some place you shouldn't be. So if you're unable to get to that place, it's intentional, and it probably means keep an eye out. There might be an event coming to that area soon. I think it's the best way that we're going to be able to control kind of the destruction side of it and the access to various buildings. So keep an eye out. It's going to be cool. Bigger things too, loot respawn. From what I understand, it was messed up for a little bit. I went to change it, and for some reason it changed itself to 0. What I do is I roll every Monday for a new allotment between 48 and 12. And that will be the number of hours from respawn. So right now it is set to 16 hours. So every 16 hours, loot should be respawning. So right now, this is a loot extravaganza. So get out there, loot a little bit. You should be able to find a little more. Mind you, though, just because loot respawn is on does not mean loot will appear everywhere. Loot is still set to incredibly, insanely rare, which means because of that, even if the loot respawn timer ticks, it doesn't always mean that there will be good items or items at all in those particular containers. So it may not feel like it's respawning, but it's the apocalypse, people. It's gonna be rough. You're gonna have to start scavenging, or as some of the players are understanding, go further out.
I mean, who's restocking during the apocalypse? Come on.
Also, the zombie pop got a little crazy with the modifier, so it has been dialed back a little bit in order to not entirely collapse everyone, where every time you log in, there's hundreds of zombies around your base. So we have lowered it, as well as we've increased the respawn timer for all zombies. So this will make it where not only are there less of them, it will take longer for them to return into areas that you don't see, right? So it's all based on not seeing it. So if you're online and there's people around your base always, all day, zombies will not respawn. It's always going to be areas that nobody is occupied for a certain number of hours. I'm not going to tell anybody, so that way you don't just know, so you can't cheese it. And the other thing too, for all of you guys escaping and going out into the world, be aware the sprinter contagion has spread now to most of the major cities in Knox County. So you guys might have thought you were clever and moving to Muldra, moving to these other locations would free you from the sprinter hordes, but guess what? You guys have carried that disease further on, so
typhoid man.
So now, if you are living outside of Ravens Creek, and I imagine you had noticed there was not any sprinters, that has now been changed.
Oh dear.
So please be aware, your night hustles won't be as safe this time around. The only place that does not have sprinters at night, I say Raven Creek. No worries. No worries. And mind you, the starting area of Ravens Creek, our spawn area, does not have sprinters. So that way, if you are new, still playing, stay in that first spawn area. You will not be dealing with those pesky, fast ones.
Yeah, anything before the checkpoint, and you should be fine. Within the bounds of Ravens Creek.
She does have the doctor's journal.
Yes! Thank you so much. I need it.
Well, you all need it. True. But yeah, and so if you haven't seen it, obviously Discord, not everyone reads it, which is perfectly fine. Essentially what we have going on, when Black Powder raided you, are you talking to me or are you talking to her? Because Black Powder raids damn near everybody, and it's freaking awesome. It's awesome. Oh, me, yeah. No, I do. I remember because it started it all for me and got me connected to a lot of amazing people. So I definitely always am grateful for Powder's raid out of nowhere. So it was
Hell, a
definitely
bunch of
awesome.
them are players on the server. It's
Yeah,
so
I mean,
much
they play
fun.
on the server now, which is freaking awesome too. So, I mean, they'll be playing here in a few hours, actually. Powder will be playing from the server. So, if you want to check that out and see some, I may or may not be messing with them tonight, but we will find out. Hey, gotta make it entertaining, right?
Yeah.
But, we do have some plans. We have a pretty good-sized roadmap. It's pretty basic, but we do have an idea. So, obviously, right now, it's the escape from Ravens Creek. I will make sure to let them know. But our second chapter is once we escape, we're going to set up kind of a central hub. And this will be the new spawn point for all the players in the world. So we're going to want to find a good, safe place to put that down. We'll get some walls spawned in and kind of create a little safe haven for the new players. Where we can drop off goods, create little like halfway homes and stuff like that for everyone who comes into the server so they're not spawning into just a horde on the apocalypse.
Yeah, that would
Mind you, when we finish chapter 1, we get the bus stops. And that will be allowing you to fast travel throughout the map for a nominal fee. The further or the more special the place, the more it's going to cost. There might even be some special select bus stops that will go to exact locations. Something like maybe the Louisville Mall will be a bus stop location specifically, which will allow a lot of people to be able to go straight to places they want to go and have fun. Or if you're streaming and you want to have a nice little mall episode, boom, you're there. So that's really the plan. And then after that, we're going to start doing our cities and our factions, where factions, if you want to come in, start, or be a part of one, will start claiming towns and cities and electing representatives. There will be currency. We're going to make a revenue system that they will be able to disperse. And that's how you're going to be able to get certain gear and matching uniforms. You want all your group in matching cop cars? Well, you can save up the money and you can be able to get those things. Or go find them out in the world. But it'll be a little easier way to not necessarily be pay to win, but we'll have a way to have kind of good cosmetics. And if, you're looking for a very specific color of Spiffo outfit, it doesn't hurt to grease some palms to have someone go get it for you, right? How is that not like the apocalypse?
Right,
and with the final chapter of our story being where these city-states kind of go into conflict. And we're going to have a little bit of scenarios and events where cities will be able to enact revenge or assist other cities in controlling their zombie populations. So we're definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be this kind of multifaceted world, right? Where you both take advantage and be a solo, but you also can become this like conglomerate and people that can just take over a whole town within the world itself. So I'm definitely interested to see what everyone does. But it's only the first week.
Yeah. There's so much still to do. So much of the map still to explore. I mean, we haven't even made it into Ravens Creek proper yet, I think. Like the heart of Ravens Creek. Never mind the island.
Yeah, I would say we're probably at like halfway explored of Ravens Creek at this point. We've set up a little island, a little hearthstead area where we have some safety in numbers. There's still a couple of cabins left if you're looking for a nice safe house to hide away. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know, Kiwi. No Lake Ivy. Making me say it baby wise. But yeah, no, I get you. We kind of picked some maps and then obviously realized, we can't add maps after we start. So that kind of changed our plans. Sorry. But we're going to see as we go about future plans to add maps. We have some scenarios that we're going to play, but it's really going to be based on how everyone's feeling overall in the server, right? That's why we say kind of around 6 months, we're going to see if, maybe we'll do a reset. We don't know. But really at this point, it's just about having fun and testing the limits of the server and mods. And I'm just having a blast. I don't know about you, DD.
It's been so amazing. I love logging in every time, seeing who's on, seeing what they're doing. It's just so interesting that everyone's got little different projects that they're working on. But we're also all kind of a community, kind of helping each other out where we can. If we're out there and we see each other like struggling, we'll help out.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it has just been so awesome. Now, if you had watched, you can actually go back and watch our VODs. you can go and watch the event from 2 separate perspectives. So when we run the event on Thursday nights, you'll get to see 2 perspectives, one of the player and one of the admin running the event. Yep. Sometimes we're going to switch. Sometimes D&D will be running an event and I'll get to be the player.
Although, in all fairness, let's not stream snipe whoever the admin is that night. That way we're not cheating.
Yeah. Let's be a little, polite about it. Otherwise, you're just ruining the fun for everybody.
What's that? That's no fun, right? Cheating's the worst.
See what you yawning. All right, now that I made the entire streaming watching community yawn, haha. But no, we had a great time. We had an Asylum event, a kind of introduction to what these events were, where it was just this locked up asylum. I think I had over 600 zombies inside the asylum at one point. And inside we hid weapons, ammo, there were pink slips for cars, as well as costumes, all kinds of good loot. And everyone, you know what? Nobody died, which I was kind of shocked because it got a little crazy towards the middle when everything started lagging pretty bad. I mean, you were there on ground floor.
Oh my God. It didn't lag.
It didn't lag for her? Okay, it lagged a little for me. Like I was deleting bodies, and I mean, it must have been probably because we were also streaming, which is definitely going to add an extra layer.
Yeah, but it was very laggy, and for a little bit there, I think everybody had run upstairs because the desync had been so bad they didn't see the zombies, and the zombies didn't see them, obviously, if they're desynced. So they ran upstairs and they were looting up there and killing zombies up there. So they weren't like lazing about, but they all started coming down in a line and also dropping down from like the higher floors, and I was just like, oh shit, I'm all alone down here, and I'm just whacking, trying to get everyone.
Yeah, no, we're plugged in direct, because Wi-Fi is just bleh. We're plugged in, but yeah, our apartment internet is not the greatest. Yeah. That might be one where maybe one of us will stream while the other one doesn't, just so that there can be no cheaters.
True.
But that kind of moves into it where it's like we did learn a lot. Like me as the admin, like this is my first time really running an event like this, and I definitely learned a lot. Like having all the zombies pre-spawned, bad idea. That just caused chaos and conflict because they all just kind of clumped up in certain rooms.
Yeah,
they basically all ran to the forward rooms while you guys were down at the bottom before you got in.
Oh, no.
And so they weren't really spread across the map. And then, I was trying to, navigate and run, but it's hard to do both. Like, it's hard to, clear bodies and spawn zombies. There was so much going on.
Yeah, it's really tough. I think that's just comes with the territory of starting a server. We're all learning. But I think you've been doing a great job. The event was so much fun.
Yeah.
Even with the little bit of the lag, it really didn't matter because we were just all having a blast. And the loot was fantastic. A bunch of us got cars. We got those notes, guns,
katanas.
Ammo. Yeah, katanas.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the fun. I think that's just the biggest thing is just the ability to kind of go and give. And we just want all the events to be, go get some enjoyment, get some loot, and kind of, have some fun in the server because obviously we're not really trying to be like the number one. So you're not really worried, if I happen to die, okay, get reset.
Right.
But it's not the end of the world in our server, which is really nice. Yeah. I know. I was surprised that no one died. Nice.
Damn.
I know. Huey. I think you were the one grabbing. You and Powder. Powder grabbed a bunch too. He found a ton.
He kitted out his entire
faction.
Yeah.
He also found one of the Hattori Hanzo ones, which are freaking cool. They just look like a traditional samurai sword. They're freaking sick. But yeah, no, I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? We're going to have a lot more of those. Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, November 6th, we're going to be doing the first bus event. Now, if you guys can get 2 buses, you can do 2 buses. You can do all 3 if you find it. But I do know that 1 bus,
is ready to
as
go.
I've been told, is ready to go.
Oh, man.
So what this means is if you want, please go to the Survivor forums and sign up so that we know exactly who's going to be there. This will be a much more controlled event because you're going to have to get that bitch through the tunnel. So this is one where you're going to want to bring guns, ammo, and everything you can. There we go. Yeah, see, I'm anti-gun as well. Right? I tend to I'm not trying to attract more and more and more. But yeah, so in the next one, look it up. We got the details in there. If you guys can get that bus out of the tunnel, you guys will unlock the first set of spawn points.
So exciting.
So that way you guys living outside the city will be able to get around much more easily. So It will unlock the ability to transfer to both sides of Ravens Creek very quickly, as well as to others.
Ooh, maybe the first few towns outside.
That makes sense. Anti-gun trait if you're not going to use guns.
Yeah,
I might steal a little bit of that for my next build. That sounds really smart. There you go.
It's not bad.
But yeah, and we have more coming. This coming Thursday, there might be some pop-up events. These are ones that just kind of happen. You'll be given a location and be told, hey, something's happening, and you will want to get there to stop it. Typically, those are ones that, hey, if you don't miss, it's not the biggest deal. It just means some special zombies might flood the world for a little while. But these will be unique options to kill some special cloth zombies.
Ooh.
And get some more unique outfits. So take a look this Thursday. Let's see. This is the day before Halloween. So we'll probably do some Halloween-themed costume zombies.
I'll wear my costume.
There you go. Yeah, and we'll see where we'll spawn. But they'll spawn randomly on the map. So you're going to need to be ready with your cars, your guns, and everything else in between, guys. So that you're going to get like an hour warning. We'll wait until the server's most populous so we know there's a lot of people, and then we will randomly put that up. I want to incentivize people being online at all times. Well, I mean, let me have a life, eat, sleep, go work, do that stuff. But I want the server to be active and reward people for being active at all times. So even if you're an East Coaster, West Coaster, or in any other country, we want there to be times where there will be events. I'm working with D&D, letting her learn how to be an admin so she can run some of the events when I'm not home, so she can do the pop-up events. So that way we can have kind of a little bit of everything at all times to have you guys have a little bit of fun. So, and we have figured out, at least I figured out the way to leave rewards for after the fact. So when we have the hub, everyone on the hub will get a special locker where we will be able to load all of their rewards specifically for them, and they will be the only person who can take it out of that locker. Cool. So we'll be able to just give like participation awards, so that way if stuff's going crazy, you happen to die, you'll still get some stuff and not have to worry about, I didn't get back to the place.
Yeah. Oh, that would be tough. I'm so glad.
And to make it a little even. So if you're not the fastest person running through looting, or you're looting while everyone's fighting, definitely this will make it a little more easy for everyone. And I think that's kind of what we've learned a lot. I know I'm excited to see when we get you to do your first event, but obviously
interesting. I'm down.
We're here for a while, so it's not like we're going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm definitely excited. I was thinking about doing some races, like a race on the highways across the maps.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one. Maybe a demolition derby or something.
And now I have gathered context. Well, what's going on, Grilled? Yeah, our hub is going to be where we have our spawn hub for our server as we're waiting. Because right now it is set in a storage unit in the meantime. But until we get the buses out, it will not move. So that's the other thing too, guys. If you want the spawn to move, you're going to need to get one of the buses out. And then we can move the hub somewhere outside of Ravens Creek.
It'll be to do the story.
Yep, it'll be your guys' choice where to put it. So we'll take some pictures. We'll get some probably good locations to put it, and then we'll let you guys vote on a location to put the hub. And that's going to be where it stays. This will not rotate. It's going to be where the central. So we're probably going to want to pick somewhere as centralized as possible.
Somewhere nearish West Point-ish.
And if it's already built up a little, that's probably better too. Yeah. But that's the fun of the server, right? I'm definitely looking forward to it. But, we got some challenges coming up. We got some events. We've also put basically the Ambitions mod is essentially a achievements mod. So there's some stuff on there to keep you busy and keep you having fun. Make a band, learn how to dance. And that's definitely going to be interesting. And if you have a mod that you like, or something that, or if you have an idea for the server settings, something you don't quite like, the one right now that I'm testing silently, I guess not so silent now, is I have reduced the XP multiplier. We want this to be a long grind. We don't want you to be level 10 in a day. That makes no sense. We definitely want everything to be taken care of slowly. This is a slow burn. Now, this might be a little too slow, but let me know. We're going to be logging in today. We're going to figure it out, but let me know if you think it may be a little too slow.
And just remember, This is for a year's worth of play. So it might seem a little slow, but think about it in the context of a full year.
Right. But yeah, make sure you're checking out that Discord, though. !server if you're interested. That will take you to our server. It is connected to our Couple of Nerds Productions Discord. This is where all things nerdiness, all things us, and you can definitely check out a lot of the body cam footage of all of the different shenanigans. I got to post a lot from last night's fun where I was playing with some other streamers, Grilled over there, and Krusky, and it was definitely fun.
Oh yeah, great
It's
event.
always definitely crazy to go back to unmodded Zomboid and basically take for granted all the damn mods I have.
Seriously.
But it was definitely fun to get back to my roots and play with non-running zombies that are just fun to brash in the head over and over again.
So nice. And relaxing.
Right, but I'm glad, obviously looking with everyone here, we have a great mix of people, great mix of friends and fans. It's awesome. We appreciate all you guys. I mean, hell, I'm so close myself to 100 followers. It's insane.
That's ridiculous.
And then
so cool.
and then Christina giving the support last night while we were streaming. It has just been amazing.
So crazy.
But yeah, guys, if you have, once again, this is a community here. We want this to be, we call it a community server. So if you have any questions, comments, answers regarding to anything, you have a suggestion of a mod, or you want to run an event, you have an idea for an event, you let us know. We'll let you run it. I think that would be awesome to allow other players to kind of have that experience to see these different events and make the decisions. If you have just an idea and you want us to run it, we can figure that out too. Yeah. But let us know. It's going to definitely be awesome.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I want to run this. I think it'd be cool if I was in the middle of this kind of situation. Super simple.
Gotcha. So, as always, now we used to do this. Now, we used to talk about the agency a lot. Now, unfortunately, we are no longer a part of the agency specifically in the server. Being admins, we kind of keeping ourselves a little separate. We want to make sure the agency keeps its proper protocols. But it is nice that there are these other factions growing and coming in. But we used to do where we honored like an agent of the week. But now we're going to honor a player of the week. We're going to talk about those players we love to see playing that have been awesome experience playing with, and we want them to get the credit that they are due. So if you want to come hang out and play, just know we're here for you. It's not for us, it's for everybody. Now, I think for me, the number one person I'm liking right now who's been kicking ass is Clem.
Oh, yeah.
They have been just doing awesome. They have been out and about, going all over the place. I've been hearing them, like, helping and saving various people. They've had to be saved a few times. Don't get me wrong. That's the server. But it's definitely awesome that they joined. I think the day they joined, they also did the event. So they joined last Thursday. And they already were in the event doing crazy things. I think they got a ton of great loot.
Oh, yeah.
And it just solidified the place. They live on the island with us. They've joined the agency. I mean, it just shows how quickly you can just become ingratiated into our server.
Yeah, I think it was so much fun. And the fact that they're still around, I think really, really shows that we're a good server.
I mean, anyone to stand out for you?
I do. I have a couple because they worked together. So I want to shout out Boo Bam and Shred. They are the ones who almost single-handedly got that bus up and running. Now, there have been a few other people involved helping out. So I'm not trying to knock them, but these were our big driving forces pushing into the big areas. Luigi's also been a part of that, actually. So 3 people. But they're the reason we've got the bus up so quick.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome, and definitely appreciative of all their hard work, because it's not just us setting it up, it's everyone coming into play, everyone having a good time. That's really what makes the difference. So if we didn't have that, the server wouldn't exist, right? The server would not exist. So it's definitely cool. Again, if you have any issues, come on down to our Discord. Now, mind you, if you first join our Discord, you're not going to see anything. It's all hidden behind a veil. You need to apply. You'll see an application for applying onto the server. This is just so that we can get to know you. We can see that you want to do it, so you filled out the application and you agreed to the rules, right? It's very easy, very basic, and unless you write "I hate Zomboid," you're probably going to get that invite. Once you get the invite, you're going to get the survivor role, and that's when everything unlocks, guys. That's when you can see everything, all the shenanigans, everything going on, all the chats, all the mod suggestions, the forum, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where you can put any information you want, anything you want to talk about. Even if you want to say Eguile's just a big stinky head, go right ahead.
Yep.
The more to the Discord, the merrier, right? And don't forget to use those voice chats, guys. We do have the higher quality Discord, so that way you don't have to worry about your voice glitching out. Because sometimes in Zomboid, especially multiplayer, the audio quality is not good. So feel free, come in, talk. If you don't want to talk but just listen, you can do that too.
Yep, that's the thing as well.
But definitely wanted to have you guys come on by, check things out, and see what's going on. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add for the first week of the couple of nerds of the Dead server? Excuse me.
Well, first, I just want to cap it all off. With saying thank you guys to all the players who've joined us. I think you guys have brought such life to the server that we just did not expect this quickly right off the bat. So thank you and shout out to all of you because you've made this server such a living, breathing thing that surprised us in the best way possible. Let's just keep staying out there, keep staying hungry. Let's loot up and let's make sure that for the 2 Thursdays from now for the event that we are ready to go.
2 Thursdays. I wanted to make sure there's time. And if you guys find another bus and get it ready, that's double the amount of bus stops.
Yeah,
so hey,
further out in the map.
But keep an eye out this Thursday for the pop-up events as well. There's going to be one in the early day, and there will be one in the later day. So I'm trying to give equal opportunity for everyone. So there's going to be some opportunities for some cool costumes coming up. So,
I'm so excited.
If you're looking to add to your costume repertoire, especially since right now everything's kind of ripped to shit, you can find some nice pristine costumes for your Halloween events for that Friday. So definitely come check it out. Again, thank you guys for all the contact on Discord. Just remember, as always, I am unfortunately a professional chef, which means, yes, we do. I made sure that one was in for you, Kiwi. So if
we got you, Kiwi.
But yeah, guys, again, if you have any issues, go ahead and message me. Just always remember, on the weekends, I am a chef, and I usually run triple doubles. No, I am not. It is in there in all its glory. Maybe it'll be a reward. But yeah, you're probably gonna need multiple copies. But yeah, so thanks again as always, guys. And again, shout outs to all you new followers out there. Like again, we are I myself have almost to 90 right now followers, which is fucking insane. And thanks to Emma's mom, which I feel like is like the Twitch mom of moms to everyone around here.
Awesome.
I mean, I don't know what this motherly support is like. It's weird.
Oh yeah, it's strange.
It's very, very uncommon to us, unfortunately, but we are definitely enjoying all the support.
Right.
And she's my new number one for gifted subs. So Recon, you've been unthrown, sir, for this month. Haha. But yeah, guys, thanks again as always. But the big one too, and this is what I want to make sure, if you guys are D&D watchers or D&D players, next Thursday, or this coming Thursday, is Lore Drop, and we're really fucking excited about this one, all right? So what we're going to be talking about this one, we're still talking our character creator series, right? We're still talking about all things creating characters and looking at kind of the big brain stuff when it comes to making your characters. And we're moving on to
those things.
Right, and we're moving on to character motivations and bonds next. So kind of the meat and potatoes for why does your character do something? Not how, but why.
And a special segment that I'm so excited about. It's our streamer D&D character creator. And who's our first guest?
Yeah, we're going to be doing Black Powder. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to take that streamer and we're going to put them down. We're going to make them into a fantasy replication of themselves.
Yeah. What would they be like?
And the big thing with this, guys, is we need your help. We need chat. We need you guys to come in and make these decisions. We're going to be throwing polls. We're going to be asking questions. And you guys are going to help us make these decisions.
Yeah, so start thinking about it now. What kind of D&D character is Black Powder?
Yeah. Well, maybe watch a couple of clips of his so we get a little bit in the right mindset. And we will figure it out. And it's going to be great. But only if you're in chat live will you be able to help us make that decision. So we're going to share it out. Remind people to come by and check it out because it's going to be awesome. I don't know. Maybe Powder himself will be there. I don't know for sure. I can't hold the guy accountable for that one. He's got a busy schedule.
He does.
But it's definitely going to be a blast, and it's going to be something new. And I'm interested to see who we'll pick after, although I kind of probably figure we know who we will.
I think it's Emma.
But it's definitely cool. And we were even thinking we'll either probably get like some sort of like what Powder does with Fiverr artists, or we might, in our own way, do some miniatures of these characters.
That would be so cool. I'm so down.
I think that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. But that wraps up to this week's You Heard It From Us Live.
We're great at this.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us and for being a part of the Nerds of the Dead community. It's been such an incredible start with you guys.
We can't wait to see what happens next week in the apocalypse and each subsequent week following. Okay. Remember, if you have suggestions, mod ideas, or even event feedback, drop it in our Discord. I literally read everything. You guys don't, but I do.
Don't forget, this Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, we've also got Lore Drop. We're deep diving into character motivations and bonds in D&D, plus creating a D&D-inspired character based on our very own friend, Black Powder.
As always, as we always have to say, remember to follow us on Twitch, YouTube, join our Discord server, and stay part of our nerdy chaos. Until next time, stay safe, stay nerdy, and as always, you heard it from us. Now we're going to raid somebody.
Let's raid.
Let's see who's on right now. Who is still around?
Who's on?
Emma's still raiding.
Oh.
Or Emma's still raiding. Emma's only been playing for an hour, so let's go mess with Emma. All right, guys. This is another person in the server. She's currently playing Warzone, which is her bread and butter. But she is definitely having a blast in the server as well. So she might be playing later this afternoon with Powder, so check it out. But we're going to send it down her way. Oh, all right, we're going to finish this off with... Let's start the raid. Oh, I hit the button first. All right, guys. But we thank you so much. And as always, we're going to go jump into the server ourselves. Oh, man. She just got raided by one person. We're about to raid her again. She's about to get bombarded.